gamer.
Throughout the years, EA Sports has done little to tweak the core mechanics of the EA Sports Hockey League, also known as the EASHL. Sure, they've added a ton of customization options like in NHL 17, when you were finally able to create your own arena, which included things like the color of the seats, gameplay introductions, horns, music packages, and even the type of lines on the ice. That was a pretty incredible achievement for a mode that didn't even exist just 3 years prior. NHL 18 added a 3v3 mode to the EASHL repertoire, but it was only useful for those who just wanted to get in quick games with one or two other friends and not really have to worry about AI players. That said, playing without AI was strange, and the open ice model led itself to more cheesers than ever before. But don't worry, NHL 18 did allow the ability to add custom mascots. Talk about Game of the Year. With NHL 19, very little is known about the latest iteration of the EASHL with just 2 months until its release. Because of the game's fast approach, we think it's the prime time to talk about what we're hoping to see from the mode this year. Some of these are going to be minor additions, but would go a long way in making the average EASHL player happy. Meanwhile, some are features that haven't been around since the last generation of consoles that changed the way our created players were used. These are 5 things that we want to see in NHL 19's EASHL. The first thing we want to see are adjustable stick options. Previous EASHL builds had stick customizations that seem to be lost in the current generation of gaming. In past versions of the mode, you'd be able to change a stick's flex and curve, each changing the way the stick will interact with the puck. Instituting a stick curve or flex system would easily deepen the customization options, allowing players more flexibility when it comes to building the type of player they want. This would also allow the player to change their build on the fly and not have to worry about what preset player type they'll have to be stuck to. Maybe they want a bruising Milan Lucic type of power forward with the shot selection of a Tyler Seguin. The option should be up to them. Next up, we want 5-player EASHL celebrations. Have you ever watched a hockey game where someone scores and the player celebrates with just 2 of his teammates? Probably not. Sure, it happens, but in EASHL, that's all that happens. When we're playing with our friends and we're using D-to-D passing or setting up something on the sidewall when it comes to the power play, I want to celebrate with everyone when we score. EA Sports did say 5-man celebrations are in the game, but it hasn't been confirmed whether or not they've made their way to the EASHL or just in general gameplay. Third on our list, we want to be able to choose the AI builds. One of the biggest frustrations with the EASHL is the AI, with a heavy emphasis on the defensive AI. The defensive AI in every EASHL iteration is either the second coming of Bobby Orr or a dressed up parking cone wearing your team's sweater. Currently, there's no way to change your AI teammates' builds or even see what type of player they are. Allowing the team's captain to set up their AI to play specific ways will go a long way in rounding out a team. Have a foursome comprised of a sniper, 2-way forward, power forward, and offensive D-man? Sticking a 2-way defense or defensive D-man label on your AI teammate will give your team a well-balanced lineup. Next, we want to see captaincy mean something. Right now, the captaincy in the EASHL has no meaning. The only thing a captain is able to do is set which jersey you're going to wear for your upcoming game and choose whether or not to match AI goalies. It's time to make captaincy special again. Keeping the mechanic of the first player in the room as captain is fine. I don't subscribe in the Lord of the Rings theory of one ring to rule them all when it comes to my video game captains. Now first, adding the stitch C and A to the jerseys is a start. If you're going to be a captain or an alternate, you need to look the part. NHL 17 had an option to color the captain and alternate captain patches when creating your team's jerseys, but they seem to be locked during play. More importantly, the captain should be able to augment the AI player builds to fit their team composition better. In the section before, I touched on why this is a need, and allowing the captain to do so gives them the responsibility one would think a captain should and would have. After all, unless you're doing EASHL drop-in games, no captain is going to sabotage their team composition just for the fun of it. The last thing we want to see is EASHL make strategies important again. EASHL strategies don't mean anything. For years, I've frantically cycled through offensive and defensive strategies for my AI players, again, this is why AI player builds should matter, to find the perfect mix for them to excel. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to do anything. When I set my defensive settings to all-out attack, my defensive AI teammates don't feel aggressive. Instead, they act as they would on normal or cover the net. The same goes for my offensive settings. Make these strategies matter and allow players to implement what they want before a game is even launched. No one should have to cycle through a blazingly fast cutscene or take time from pursuing the puck to change their strategies that may or may not change how their AI teammates work. Strategy in hockey is important. Your aggression on breakouts matter. Your forecheck and backcheck matter. EA Sports needs to do a better job implementing this going forward. So sports gamers, what do you want to see from the EASHL and NHL 19? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to like this video and visit sportsgamersonline.com for more great sports gaming exclusives. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Gamers Online on YouTube and hit that bell to be notified every time a new video goes live.